Another day, another AAA studio making the most hideous game imaginable. Why can't these people just make good looking characters? Why can't they be good at making cool designs? Why can't these people just make characters that are interesting? Make art styles that are interesting and look interesting. And I said interesting like 3 times because I'm an idiot, but you know what I mean. Everything looks boring. Characters, environments, levels, weapons, everything looks boring. And now we have Bungie, the team behind Halo and Destiny, releasing a new game called Marathon, and it looks like a hideous disgrace, and we're gonna look at that today. But before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to push this video out in the YouTube algorithm. And here is the first image that says Marathon launches on September 23rd, 2025, and I have no idea what this character is. It looks cheap, looks like Chinese plastic, her hair looks like spaghetti, ugly, generic, boring corpo slop. At least it ain't go for realism, but at the same time, if you're not gonna go for realism graphics, go for graphics that are actually good looking. And I'm not even just talking about the characters. The whole environment itself looks like garbage. And this game is a multiplayer extraction shooter. Yay. So many multiplayer games trying to milk our wallets dry. Why can't we just get a good single player campaign that's like 10 hours long and costs like $40, $50? No, we gotta get more multiplayer garbage that's not even free to play. This game is not free to play. You will have to pay full price for the game. Whatever full price even means anymore in terms of exact number. It could be 60, it could be 70, it might even be $80 because Nintendo wants to make their games $80, at least some of them. So it wouldn't surprise me if other developers want to do the same thing. They haven't told us exactly what the price is because they know it's not going to convince people to buy it. And the gameplay looks extremely generic. I'll show some of it on the screen. What the fuck is this? Generic, ugly, first person shooter slop. There's literally too many multiplayer games. You're not going to get as much money as you want because people don't have that much money to go around. And if they're already spending their money in another multiplayer game because there's so many and they all have microtransactions in the game, why would they abandon their game and their progress just to give you money? And when this game isn't fun anymore or it isn't getting content anymore, guess what? People will feel like they lost all their money. And these developers will just continue making multiplayer games and other people will make multiplayer games and those people will try to milk players dry as well. And everybody's doing the same fucking shit over and over again. The same fucking industry doing the same goddamn games. It's boring. This is why I don't play these garbage, ugly, lame, repetitive AAA slop. All the fun gameplay and art styles comes from the independent space. Indie games are better than AAA games. It's been like that for years. I do not understand how a creative industry and so many people in the creative industry do the exact same shit over and over and over and over again. The same fucking multiplayer boring slop games. It's garbage. My god. These games all look exactly the same. This is a fucking extraction shooter. You really releasing a multiplayer PvP extraction shooter now? When there's so many of the same games doing the exact same things. And it's not even free to play, so you can't even get people's foot through the door before they decide to spend money. You're doing this now? When there's so many of these fucking games? Boring. And of course, every single time I see terrible looking characters in a terrible game, I think, well, who's behind the game? What do they look like? What do they do? What is their resume and track record? What have they done before? And because we have a bunch of losers in the gaming industry, a bunch of queer homosexuals and freaks in the gaming industry, if you immediately thought women when you saw those horrible designs, you are correct. These are the two people behind the game. These are the lead developers. Are we really surprised? Jessica Irwin, she, her. They have pronouns in the fucking video for their video game, and their developer demonstration they have pronouns on the screen. What? Why? Oh my god, I haven't finished fucking reading it. Senior producer Marathon, and the person on the right, the women on the right, Laura Warner. She, her. Social lead. What is that? What is a social lead? What the fuck? These are fake jobs. These are fake jobs. Maybe not the senior producer. Social lead? What is that? What does that mean? I can't even talk. Is it social media lead? Because I feel like if it was, you would have said that instead of just saying social lead. And of course, course, you saw the she, her pronouns. These women don't play games. These are DEI bitches. They both look like the typical miserable Californian women that nobody wants. These women are miserable, they're unhealthy, both physically and mentally, and they have no talent. They were given handouts through DEI. You know damn well women like that did not earn their way into the gaming industry because women don't play games. Men are the audience. And you have women with their pronouns on the screen? This game is dead on arrival. You're already joining a bloated market with these PvP multiplayer games. Now you're coming out the gate with hideous looking characters with a terrible art style, and the people behind the game are fucking women. You really just do not want to succeed. How is this the same team that made Halo? Halo and Destiny, this is the same team? Why don't you do another single player campaign like Halo? Why don't you create another main character that fights aliens and shit and looks cool and badass? You can even have the game takes place in the Destiny universe. Why can't you do that? Because you're greedy. That's why people don't even like Destiny 2 anymore, because you're greedy. You want to make shit grindy. You want to milk players dry and charge them for every little thing, because all you big developers, you big AAA companies do the same shit. You don't focus on fun, you focus on milking people dry. And because you're so obsessed with money more than fun, which is nothing wrong with making money, but you're too stupid to realize if you make the game good in the first place, then people will give you money. But instead, you rather just focus on microtransactions and skins and battle passes and season passes and DLCs. You focus so much on that, you forgot to make your game good in the first place, and your game looks like shit. So fucking predictable for these people in the Western AAA industry. I can't wait to see layoffs from this company. Bungie have suffered layoffs before, and I can't wait to see more layoffs, because this game, this goddamn, what's it called? I already forgot the name. Marathon game. It looks like shit. It looks boring. It looks like it has no soul, no passion, no love, no uniqueness, nothing interesting. Looks boring, looks generic, looks lame. And I'm not surprised that this boring, untalented, dying Western AAA industry keeps putting out the same garbage games over and over and over again. So, oh well, I guess for Bungie, all we have to do is wait and see how well this game will do. So I don't have much else to say. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So Bungie, go fuck yourself.